Good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to drop in real quick because I'm trying to get back in the algorithm because I'm trying to get back into the hang of doing things. Um, I'm trying to get back in the hang of doing things because life been lifing over here, but trying to get back into it. Today I wanted to discuss the issues that are going on with Halle and DDG. The saga continues. I'm gonna share what I've seen or what in the world? Give me a second. No, thank you. Share what I've seen over here on people.com. Let me get back up to the top so I can show it. Okay, let me show my screen. Okay, here we go. According to People, it says that the judge denies DDG's request to prevent Halle Bailey from leaving the country with son Halo. Judge has denied DDG's request to prevent Halle Bailey from taking their son out of the country. According to court documents obtained by People, on Thursday, June 5th, the streamer's request to restrict the Little Mermaid star from leaving the country with their 17-month-old son, Halo, has been denied. He had also filed a temporary restraining order against Bailey, which was also denied. After DDG, whose real name is Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr., filed the emergency order on Wednesday, June 4th, Bailey filed a request to deny his motion and grant her request to take their son to Italy on vacation. Representatives for Bailey and DDG did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. On June 4th, which was yesterday, DDG filed a motion to request an emergency hearing and asked the court to restrict Bailey from traveling internationally with their son, Halo, specifically on vacation to Italy. But I didn't think they were going on vacation. I thought Halle was going to do a movie. She was going to film for a new movie that she was going to be in. But DDG also requested a domestic violence restraining order, alleging that Bailey posed an imminent emotional and psychological risk to the minor child based on repeated documented threats of self-harm. He claimed that if Halo were to leave the country, the toddler would be without the protection of the court and any emergency intervention mechanisms. In May, Bailey was granted temporary physical and legal custody of the former couple's son, Halo, after she alleged the rapper abused her physically and emotionally. The temporary restraining order, which ordered the Twitch streamer to remain over 100 yards away from Bailey and Halo at all times, expired on the court's hearing scheduled for yesterday, which is June 4th, 2025. Bailey also asked the judge to order her ex-boyfriend not to be allowed visitation with his son. However, she required that DDG be given supervised visits with a professional company once a week for 6 hours while Halo is in Los Angeles. Additionally, Bailey asked the court to prevent DDG from taking their son outside of the county of Los Angeles. The former couple ultimately split in 2024 after beginning their relationship in 2022. Now we all know that it's been a lot of ongoing drama as far as it relates to them. And DDG's mother had got online. Let me see if I can find that, where she got online. Let's see if I can find it. See what does this say. Because yesterday he was asking the judge to block Bailey from leaving the country with their son. And of course, as I just read, that was denied today. Let's see what this says. This is on Forbes.com. It says Bailey and DDG have been locked in a custody battle over their son since Bailey filed a restraining order against him in May, accusing him of physical and verbal abuse, including an alleged incident in which he slammed her face on the steering wheel in front of their son. Bailey also alleged DDG has riled up his fans to send online hate to Bailey by accusing her of keeping their son from him on his live streams. And she detailed another incident in which she filed a police report after DDG allegedly threw her phone from a car window. As we all know, a judge granted Bailey temporary custody of their son in May. And the couple split in October of 24 after nearly 3 years of dating. At the time, they were still best friends and were planning to co-parent. And all of this craziness, it really is. Of course, we know that Bailey is scheduled to depart for Italy to film a movie for 2 months on June 7th, which is Saturday. And the court set a June 24th date for a hearing on Bailey and DDG's restraining orders against each other. Let's see. And we're talking about some of the background information. It's where, let me share this real quick. It said Bailey and DDG began dating in January 2022, though they did not publicly acknowledge the relationship on social media until March of that year. Bailey gave birth to their son in December of 23, announcing his birth in an Instagram post the following month. Bailey had largely kept her pregnancy a secret despite fan speculation, stating months after her child's birth at the Essence Black Women in Hollywood ceremony, she had no obligation to expose him, me, or my family to the unyielding spotlight. For the ones that don't know, DDG first started his career in entertainment as a YouTube content creator, posting blogs and prank videos. He dropped out of college in 2016, stating he made more money from his YouTube career, after which he started releasing music. He has since released 4 albums, including his only charting hit in the United States, Moonwalking and Calabasas. And he has collaborated with artists including Lil Yachty, Ghana, and DaBaby. He maintains active profiles on YouTube and streaming platform Twitch, where he has 3.6 million subscribers and 1.6 million followers, respectively. We all know Haley. Haley is the Little Mermaid. But outside of that, Bailey first rose to fame as one half of Chloe and Halle, a singing duo with her older sister, Chloe Bailey. The two first garnered attention from singing Beyonce songs on their YouTube channel, racking up more than 22 million views on a cover of her song, Pretty Hurts. In 2013, Bailey and her sister had been considered proteges of Beyonce, whose company, Parkwood Entertainment, signed them for a 6-album deal in 2016. Chloe and Halle have released 2 studio albums, The Kids Are All Right in 2018 and Ungodly Hour in 2020. Though they have since pursued solo careers, Halle Bailey achieved wider recognition for a series of higher profile acting roles, including the lead role in The Little Mermaid live action remake and a supporting role in The Color Purple. In 2023, her role in the former film made her the target of racist backlash from critics who felt the casting of a Black Ariel was unfaithful to the original animated film, prompting Disney to defend her and Bailey to say it's important for her to represent all these little young Black and brown boys and girls. That is the backstory of Halle, however you pronounce it, and DDG. But personally, you have a lot of people where Halle has gotten a lot of backlash from fans of DDG. And my thing or my take on it is if DDG felt like his son was in imminent danger and he was really concerned about him, Halle was issued a restraining order and she was given custody of Halo back in May. So why did we wait to June 4th, literally days before she is scheduled to leave to go to Italy, at the last minute trying to force an emergency hearing? And then for the mom to get, because I saw something, let me see if I can find it, where the mom was online having a whole lot to say. Let's see. And I see this. Let me share this. This is courtesy of the Shade Room. This is courtesy of the Shade Room, you guys. And it says custody battle on. I am not doing none of this. Why are we doing this? Custody battle is on. Declaration from DDG's mom accuses Halle of tracking him with hidden air tags. Okay, the ongoing custody battle between DDG and Halle Bailey is bringing family into the feud. Surface documents show that his mother, Tanya Granberry, reportedly spoke about Bailey's behavior towards the streamer. Now her comments are sparking more conversation about what's going on behind the scenes. So Tanya Granberry has added another layer to a situation seemingly filled with serious claims, emotional tension, and legal drama. According to court documents, DDG submitted images showing that Halle allegedly used multiple hidden air tags to track his movements. In her declaration, Tanya apparently identified 4 air tags that were secretly placed in DDG's car and home. According to reports, the first air tag was discovered in June of 2023 in DDG's Maybach. Furthermore, Tanya claims it was discovered after Halle reportedly showed up uninvited to the movie theater as DDG was with a female friend. Tanya also claims that Halle made threats to F DDG up and attempted to physically fight the woman DDG was out with. Tanya alleged in her declaration that she intervened to de-escalate the situation. Of course, the pictures are no longer available for me to see. Well, they're not available right now. They're saying Halle isn't trustworthy to care for Halo amid the allegations against her. But of course, the court does not agree. This isn't the first time Tanya has spoken, and she claims, I don't usually comment or say anything on this internet, even with all the negativity, the lies, and hatred towards mine. However, these accusations have made me realize that I've been quiet for too long. However, I feel like being as she depends a lot on her son for a lot of the stuff that she has, because he's probably taking care of the family. Then of course she's gonna enable him. That's how I feel. Cause some of this stuff where they're talking about air tags was in the baby bag and all that. Of course, I understand you putting air tags in your baby bag because you're a new mother. You want to know where your child is if something happens to them. Now, personally, I don't agree with just tracking anybody as far as it relates to man, woman. But of course, being as we've all have gone through situations where we've been cheated on and it has made you, feel some kind type of way. And being as we see where DDG was trying to weaponize her postpartum against her, I don't agree with any of that, because you've had plenty of time to attempt to reach out to her or to her lawyer, because she's been trying to facilitate opportunity for you to spend time with your son, but you was too busy doing whatever events that you've been doing lately, where you haven't really, paid a whole lot of attention to wanting to spend time with your son until literally days before it's time for her to leave. And now you want to just, hey, I fear for my son's safety. You've had plenty of time to say you fear for his safety. If you really fear for his safety, like you said you do, then why didn't you try to get custody right after she had your son? Why you didn't even try to get custody when she was going through postpartum? I mean, you had plenty of opportunities to file for full custody, but you didn't. So for you to try to do this to try to slander her, I think it's messed up. But I do feel like both of you are young and you need to grow, because at the end of the day, you are both parents of Halo, and you need to figure out a way to make to be able to work to co-parent, because you're going to be in each other's lives for the next, until this child is, well, forever. But you're going to have to co-parent at least until he's 18. So there was a lot said when the fans found out Halle was dealing with DDG. They didn't, they say they was trying to warn her and all of that, but at the end of the day, you all have been in situations and relationships where your mother or your father or your friend or your cousin or whomever was trying to talk you out of being with somebody that wasn't good for you. Because we have all had that one person in our life that we probably should never have been with. But when someone tried to tell you, you weren't listening. A lot of things you have to learn the hard way. Unfortunately, you don't want people to learn things the hard way, because it comes with heartbreak and pain and all of that. But sometimes that's the only way that you can truly learn. You got to go through the pain to actually get the lesson. But I hate this for her and DDG. And I'm praying for her. I hope her and Halo have safe travels to Italy. I hope they enjoy themselves and live it up. And DDG, you need to get your life together and get your mind right. And your mom needs to stop enabling you. Well, your family, your whole circle needs to stop enabling you. And y'all need to stop trying to weaponize stuff against her and stop talking about each other on public platforms. Let it go. And figure out a way to work together to raise this child. And with that being said, that's all I got. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.